CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 50 of Dual Destinies. Last time, we finished up our investigation of Themis. We discovered that Juniper's a snitch, and that Hugh is essentially bribing his teachers for good grades. Essentially the Sebastian DeBest method of passing school. So anyways, let's get going.
Were you able to sleep last night?
Huh? Oh, sleep? Sure, I slept for a grand total of 0 hours. Okay, gotta just get the clock out. Guten Morgen, you two. You look like you're ready to put on a real show. But before you do, I have a good luck gift for you. The voice print analysis came back, and the results couldn't be more clear. The voice in the mock trial video and the tape recording are one and the same.
In other words, the recording's a fabrication?
The lab is continuing the study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing, but it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased.
Who's there? Wait!
Did you see who it was?
No, I got a quick look, but they got away. I think it might have been Hugh. I bet he was eavesdropping.
I wonder if we saw a hand. Oh, I'm sure he wasn't the only one just now. I bet Robin and Boxgirl were listening in too. I will make sure they don't make a run for it. That is my final gift to you.
Oh, just like how... Oh, in that case, just we're really good if your experience with that whole Machi case and your first case with Zacromaye were any indication. Yeah, they'll be halfway to Reno by the time you catch them.
Okay, all that's left to do now is reach out to the truth.
Time for a mini Courts of Steel workout. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. Your turn.
I'm Athena Sykes and I'm fine. October 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom, number 4.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The Sykes Brigade is totally psyched. I mean, the defense is ready, Your Honor. Can you my blacker voice? What the hell's CzarThwomp? Why are you giving the judges my voice? Stop flubbing it like some Moogie.
The prosecution's ready as well, isn't that right, Prosecutor Blackwell? Yes, well, moving right along. Yesterday's adjournment was unexpected, yet necessary. But I'll be running a tight ship here today, so no funny business from anybody, understood?
Your boldness, Robin Newman and Hugh O'Connor have recounted their confessions. But later I shall grill them at leisure to find whether I can charge them with perjury.
Well, this sure complicates matters. Still, one must not overlook the facts. Now, about the school camera photo that was submitted yesterday.
A pity, but that evidence is no longer relevant to this case. The art room clock runs fast. It cannot function as an accurate measure of time. As for the bungling detective who overlooked that, he is paying for his failure as we speak. Poor Detective Fulbright. I hope he returns to work with all of his body parts intact. Don't out on it, Athena. After I gum shoot him, he's gonna have to sell his organs just to eat this week.
But if that's the case, then what will we...
The accused is the sole person who could have moved the body from the art room to the stage. And I mean to prove it here today. It's just like Detective Fulbright said. But what else does he have up his sleeve? My understanding of this heinous crime is thus. The murder took place near the center of the art room, as evidenced by the blood stain. Blood was also found on some pottery next to the window over by the maintenance area, which is to say the body was carried over to that very window. From there, it was dropped down to the maintenance area below, and though there was nary a scratch to the body aside from the fatal wound, that too was per the script. A high jump mat was employed to cushion the fall. Then a ball cart was used to hold the body over to the stage. That's not very clever. I mean, it's the same exact body-moving scheme as the script. Anybody could move the body that way.
Objection!
Your propensity to spew forth words before you think is not very clever either. Why, you? Moreover, the prosecution has a witness, which is most unfortunate for you. Witness, it's time for you to come forth.
Well then. Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Hugh O'Connor. I'm a senior at Themis Legal Academy, and I'm studying to be a lawyer. Yesterday, I told the lawyer there that I would testify to the truth, so I intend to cooperate fully in today's trial. Happy now, Miss Sykes? Yeah, what's he up to now?
The court appreciates your cooperation, Mr. O'Connor. Now, your testimony, please.
What O'Connor saw. The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. But I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after that. The real truth hurts so much, doesn't it, Miss Sykes? Or maybe you thought I was going to bring up something else entirely against your clients? Ugh! Never a snappy comeback when I need one.
He's coming straight at us today, using any means possible.
To protect the students who had to climb up high when setting up the stage, a mat was brought over to the stage from the storehouse. Objection! Junie couldn't have dragged that mat over. You've seen her. She has no upper body strength. Our client is the student council president, and she has no upper body strength. She would have gotten someone else to do it for her. What's wrong with her taking it upon herself to put the mat away after they used it?
Objection!
Oh, there's plenty wrong. There's but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a fall from such lofty heights. Ergo, the mat in question was indispensable to moving the body. Ah, it sucks being the last to know everything.
I think I get it now. The drag marks we saw behind the stage were made by the mat. If the only mat of that thickness was where the body was assumed to have been dropped, it would be hard to deny a possible link to this case. We're off to a bad start again. You sure you're okay, Athena?
It's game on, Hugh. Game on. I'm gonna turn your arrogant perfect score grin into a teary-eyed frown of failure. Okay, starting things off. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it right there! What? I was just getting to the important part. Eager to unsheath your blade, Sykes Dono. Your heavy breathing heaves to where I stand.
Objection!
Tis, how rude! A human's breath doesn't travel anywhere near that far. So the only issue is distance. You're not denying that you're a heavy breather, no doubt through your mouth. I'm just saying that scientific studies have proven that it's not.
Hang in there, Athena! Since you mentioned science, Emma will spawn in any second now! Say it 2 more times, we're golden!
And then Emma, who had summoned me?
No matter how many insults they hurl, it won't affect the judge's opinion of you! I should know!
What about my own self-esteem?
Athena, the second you signed the contract to work for Mr. Right, you gave up your self-esteem at the door. It's now a Trucy's magic panties, and you'll never get it back.
Let's get back to what happened before the mock trial.
Hold it!
Our client was simply putting the mat away. It had nothing to do with the case.
Objection!
That is where you are wrong. There's but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a 3-story fall. Hence, the mat dragged by the accused was essential to moving the body. It we win this one, I promise to donate another thick mat to the Academy. Now, show me how to show you the truth. You will have my full cooperation.
Hold it!
Mr. O'Connor, are you positive you were standing exactly where you said? I was between the stage and the maintenance area, and she was behind the backdrop. He's sticking to his guns. The issue is where Hugh was standing when he said he saw Junie. But nothing I say will mean anything without evidence. Time to dig a little deeper. Oh, and before you ask, I had my glasses on. Therefore, I'm positive it was Juniper. That is not an issue.
Hold it!
You shouldn't assume anything. It only shows that you're not positive.
Objection!
Such wild momentum. Perhaps you were a raging bull in your past life.
Objection!
Tisk, don't compare me to some stupid farm animal. One time, Simon, one time I knocked over an end table in my mom's lab. Oh, God forbid the 11-year-old girl gets a little clumsy. I tripped over my shoelaces. Athena, I kept telling you that day, tie your shoelaces, tie your shoelaces. But you say, no, Simon, I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to fall. And then what happened? What happened, Athena? You broke your mother's Ming vase. She was sad. And you cried. Yeah, and it didn't help that you were just standing over me saying, I told you so, I told you so. And meanwhile, Otto was in the background just laughing her ass off. She was just laughing at me while I was crying. What kind of person does that? Hoi, Justice Dono.
Our assertion is Juniper was simply putting the mat away. In that case, where would she be taking it?
Oh, to the storehouse over in the maintenance area. Precisely, therefore, there's naught wrong with the witness's judgment in this manner. It is your wild charges that are the issue here, but I cannot help it if you keep seeing red.
He's going to get a face full of justice, Apollo style, if he keeps that up. I will show him my wrath! Hey, Blackwell!
Yes, Justice Dono?
Take that! Bah!
Anyways, I saw her heading towards me.
Hold it!
Then it's entirely possible that someone else moved the body, correct?
Objection!
Are you mad or merely delusional? Everyone was in the lecture hall before the mock trial. The rest of the campus was empty. Ergo, the only possible suspects were the 3 trial participants. I know. Thank you for stating the obvious. I also know that you, Hugh O'Connor, were one of the participants.
Mr. Confident sure goes all out when he tells the truth.
Well, I don't think he meant any of it. What is wrong with you, CzarThwomp? Why are you blowing my lines? I'm not Samugi. Well, I don't think he meant for any of that to be misleading, but it doesn't make it factual.
Careful now, Athena. A genius like Hugh could be leading you right into a trap.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't, but all I can do is charge forward with both eyes opened. Okay, basically go here and present the photo.
Objection!
So, you saw the back of the stage from between the stage and the maintenance area. Well, let's take a look at this photo taken by Miss Scuttlebutt, shall we? This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. Do you see the big construction screen to the right of the stage in the background here?
Why, yes. In fact, there were a bunch of these next to my house until a few days ago, too. It was so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest.
Exactly, Anna. You cannot see past such screens. That is their purpose. Now, let's see. How exactly is that screen positioned again? Aha! Since it was to the right of the stage, it should be right here. And from this vantage point, the witness claims to have seen our client behind the stage backdrop.
Oh my! But the screen would have been completely in the way.
That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point. Ouch!
Ouch! Order! Mr. O'Connor, have you been lying to this court? The screen. Right. It must have slipped my mind.
What? Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally big as that?
There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have. And the genius level lapses of memory that people like me have.
Why don't you just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already?
Will the witness now please restate what he remembers minus the lapse of memory? Heh, that's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen.
Objection!
You're still testifying that our client was behind the stage? But need I remind this court the back of the stage is not visible from the front? To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen, the witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor. Huh! Ouch!
Nice one, Athena! Keep it up!
Objection!
Alright, Golden Boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. The truth? What truth? The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection!
But then the screen would have blocked his view of...
Objection!
On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked, indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high.
Oh, Athena, look at this photo again! Do you think...
Something on the other side of the screen. Something high enough to see the stage. No way, that crane is right there. But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial.
Me neither! But it's probably safe to assume it was moved before you found the body.
That's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell. Remember, you promised. I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. What's all this about a promise? Is this about whatever Blackwell was using against him?
And what's it got to do with going into the crane?
Golden Boy did not go up in that crane for fun. He likes cranes a lot. He was working part-time as a crane operator within the school grounds.
What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane?
The witness, I object to the prosecutor's last statement. There's no proof I ever operated that crane.
Hold it!
Actually, there just might be something that proves you did it. What? If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day too.
Is this what you're talking about, Athena?
Yep, as the court can see, this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains. The defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light.
That's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that?
The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining his hobby. I have a question for the witness. What is your hobby? My hobby, if I had to say, it would be scrapbooking tests on which I scored at least 100, which is all of them actually. I use an iron to perfectly flatten each one before it goes in. Just as I thought, Mr. O'Connor is obsessed with his own genius. It's no surprise then that he has one or two repugnant hobbies like that. Humph. It may be true, but what relation does it bear to the case at hand? None. None at all, does it?
No, it doesn't, but apparently you have an interest in pain.
Yikes! I'd better think more carefully before people start to think the worst of me. Okay. The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck.
Well, yes, you can see it right there, but then are you saying you mean to...
Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. No! Not a chance! That would be a blatant violation of my privacy! Humph! You are a disgrace of a man! Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off! Take your shirt off! Take it off! And then Simon starts throwing quarters at Hugh. Take off your shirt! Yeah! What's the big deal? Now let's see your neck. Unbutton it for mama. Oh my gosh. I'm there throwing quarters. Come on, unbutton it. Give me a show. Guess I have no choice. Humph.
Oh my!
So, where did you buy that neckband? Tacky Products R Us, if I might ask? I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in this world. Well, it sure looks like a neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? Heh, you are one irritating lady. Fine, I admit it. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment's no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school.
But when you factor in all the required tests and apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane?
Oh, about that. You see, I'm a genius, so you know...
Objection!
I'm about to ruin your day, Golden Boy. Let us dispense with this inane charade, Golden Boy. No, Buster Blackwell, please don't! High school seniors are 19 at most. Thus, they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why does it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right? No, don't, please! Actually, Golden Boy here is 25! He took a 7-year break from school! No, I can't help but imagine just how Simon found this out. Basically, I could just imagine this. Sebastian's helping Simon investigate the school. He's like, hey, there's Hugh O'Connor! Yes, the worst, that's Hugh O'Connor. What next are you gonna tell me? The sky's blue, the sun's bright, that you have the IQ of lukewarm tap water? No, it's weird because he went to school with me. What? But you're in your mid-20s. Yeah, but it's true. Look at this news article. And then Sebastian pulls out a newsletter that shows him and Hugh in a mock trial titled Race to the Bottom, How Money Can't Buy Brains. Yeah, though it is kind of funny if you think about how basically Hugh went to Themis at the same time as Klavier and Sebastian. So really, you would think that that Klavier would be bringing up that bombshell, the fact that basically Hugh's really 25 to the rest of the to everyone else. Yeah, just let me do a quick double check. Yeah, basically, Klavier and Sebastian are both the exact same age as Hugh. So basically, they went to Themis at the exact same time. They were there, exact same stretch of same year 4-year period. So basically, you would think that Klavier would be forefront with us, like, hey, Hugh, what are you doing here? We went to Themis together. They just don't understand me. Yeah, it just reminds me of that one Simpsons bit where Kearney's acting up on the bus, and now Kearney, what the hell, Kearney? We went to 3rd grade together. This school just doesn't get me. Wait, come again? Take a gander at the official school enrollment documentation. 'Tis all right here. Ah! Youch! Yeah, now I just can't help but frankly, I can't help but imagine, basically, Hugh and Sebastian viewing each other as intellectual rivals.
25? You mean he's older than me? A 25-year-old high school dropout?
Yeah, I just want to see what the judge was saying. It just got cut off. A 7-year break. 7 years. I just one thing to say.
A 25-year-old high school student?
There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take. And the genius kind people like me take.
Objection!
But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year break.
I think you have that backwards, Athena.
Heh, even geniuses make mistakes. I just happen to make mine only 7 years in a row. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that. Enough of this jibber-jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further.
Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defendant care to dissuade me? Does the defense care to dissuade me?
Well, we'll answer that in the next episode, because I think now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.